Hey guys, welcome to Risha's Tarot. So this is a pick a card reading on what your person's next move is towards you. This is, I wouldn't say this is platonic. I would say it's probably more for people that are in romantic situations. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. If you're thinking of someone platonically and I say something romantic and you're like, that doesn't make sense. So we're going to use the playing cards as to pick three cards from. So I'm going to shuffle it and three cards are going to fly out. And yeah, that's how we're going to do this. And we're going to use the Mystic Mondays tarot deck for the reading. So let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Place has been saged. Okay, so there's no lingering energy. This is all you guys. The Four of Swords. It's pile number 1. Whoa, that's too many cards. We can't take all that. Nope. Start that again. Ooh. Okay, cool. 5 of Wands, clubs for pile number 2, and 4 of Pentacles, 4 diamonds for pile number 3. There we go, we have your 3 cards to choose from. So again, pile number 1 is the 4 of Swords, pile number 2 is the 5 of Wands, pile number 3 is the 4 of Diamonds. Okay, or aka 4 Pentacles. So I'm going to start with pile number 1. Number 1, what is your person's next move towards you? Temperance. Oh, okay. The King of Cups reversed. The Star reversed. Okay. The Five of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Ace of Cups reversed as a bonus card. And we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So, guys, this is your person's next move towards you. They are going to try and give you space. So for some of you, I feel like this person, they've been in your face a lot, or, you know, they've been eager to see you. And I feel like they've done some reflecting, because there's a lot of blues and a lot of purples. I can see they've done a lot of reflecting on the situation, and they feel like the best move would be to give you some space right now. For some of you, you guys might have explained to this person some errors in their ways or errors in their behavior, and they can't understand for the life of them what's so bad about their behavior. They don't get it. Some of you might have said, I'm not going to lie, you're too intense, or you're doing a bit too much, and this person's like, okay. So they've decided to fall back to really think about, you know, what is it about their behavior that's kind of putting you off. Some of you, this person is falling back not because you said anything about their behavior, but because they feel like that's the most cool thing to do. They feel like if they're too eager to basically talk to you, you're going to lose interest. So they feel like the best thing to do is to act cool and just talk to you when you talk to them. So they're not going to make the first move to talk to you. They're going to wait until you talk to them, and then they will talk to you, because they don't want to look too desperate. They're also, I feel like a lot of you, they're looking at your social media to see what you're doing, but they're not going to message you to see what's up. They're not going to contact you, but they are going to spy on you 100%. They want the connection to be balanced. They feel like if they try and speak to you, they're going to be a bit emotionally erratic, or there might just be a lot of emotions and it might scare you away. So they feel like if they kind of distance themselves right now, the connection will be more balanced. They will appear balanced, and you won't basically run away. I feel like for a lot of you, I don't want to say they try to be Dr. Phil, but they said, oh, I'll be there for you. Are you going for anything? I've got you, you know. If you want to talk about anything, I'm there for you. And I feel like some of you have rejected this person when they've offered this type of help. So now they're just not going to offer it anymore, because they're just tired of the rejection. They're tired of rejection, and for some of you, it's a thing where they might feel like that's not your love language. You might not be comfortable releasing emotions like that, or you're not comfortable feeling vulnerable when it comes to your emotions. So they've decided that they're not going to react in an emotional way, or they're not going to not react in an emotional way. They're not going to ask you any questions that could trigger any emotions that you're not ready to deal with. So they're just not going to ask any questions that are quite emotional or lead to an emotional response. Yeah, and a lot of you, they're trying to act cool, so they're not going to ask any questions that are related to vulnerability, because they don't want to seem like they're too invested. A lot of them are very much invested in you, but they're making out that they're not, for the multiple reasons that I've just said. Some of them feel like they don't really have a chance with you. So some of them feel like you're leading them on. So previously when you've spoken to them, or any previous incidents that's happened, they just feel like you're just talking to them because you're bored, or you're just not serious. So they're basically like, well, I don't want to get my hopes up with this person. They might just be stringing me along, so I'm just going to keep my distance just so, to protect myself. For some of you, they feel like you're doing a lot in your life. Um you're quite an ambitious person. There's just a lot going on with you event wise, and maybe academically, but I think it's more that you guys are gaining some audience for something, or you're gaining a lot of popularity, and this person is kind of feeling insecure about that. They might feel like you might leave them behind. So because of this feeling, just in case you actually do leave them behind, they don't want to feel it full force. So they're not going to put themselves in a position where you could hurt them like that. So just in case that does happen, they can say, well, I kind of knew you was going to do that anyway. And they distance themselves so it doesn't hurt too much. But yeah. Some of them feel like you haven't really been given them much attention. And because of this, they're not going to beg for your attention. They're just going to chill. Wherever you've left them, or however you've left the connection, they're going to leave it like that, because they're not going to sit there and make all the effort. Some of them want to come out of feeling isolated from you. They want to come out of feeling like they're not good enough for you, but they don't know how to do that. So it's a constant feeling of distancing themselves from you, because they don't really know what the right move is. They want you to be happy and peaceful, and they don't want to say anything to upset you. They don't want to do something to ruin the connection, or whatever connection there is right now between you guys. They don't want to ruin it or make it worse than what it is. So if that means they have to distance themselves from you in order to keep that peace and harmony, then they will. Yeah, for a lot of you, they're just going to withhold affection as well, because they can't take rejection. Um, they're scared that if they try and like hug you or kiss you, you'll just move away, or you'll say, what are you doing? We're just friends. What are you doing? Like, you might embarrass them or something. Or, some of you might have, especially don't like public displays of affection, or your partner or your love interest knows this, and they're just not going to attempt to do that. It might not even be in public. Even indoors, they might not attempt to be romantic or affectionate, because they're scared that, again, you'll basically reject them, or you won't like it, and you might think that they're moving a bit too fast, so they're just not going to do anything like that. There's a lot of green here, so they really care about the connection. So some of you might be listening to this like, well, this doesn't sound like someone that actually cares about me if they're going to distance themselves. But unfortunately, you've kind of given them the impression that they have to distance themselves from you, because maybe they've been very active in some people's scenarios. They've been very active with you, and you've just shown some disdain, or you've just shown some discomfort in the way they behave. So now they feel like they have to do the opposite. And for some of you, this might not have even happened where they've been showing you lots of attention, but maybe in their past experiences, they've learned that if they are relaxed and they keep distance from you, then you won't get turned off, and they won't be the one chasing you. They don't like that type of dynamic, so they're not going to put themselves in a dynamic where they are the chaser and you are the runner. They just won't do it. Their pride won't let them. And for some of you, this is actually their love language. They are used to being with someone, and then, I just see you when I see you. I'm not in a rush to see you. Like, I can see you whenever. So you guys might be at home thinking, oh, why has this person not messaged me? Why have they not called me? why are they not doing anything, you know, to make the connection stronger? It could just be that they have the mentality of, it's not that deep, like I'll see you when I see you. And even if it's a deep connection, their love language is, I see you when I see you, and when I do see you, yeah, we'll have fun, but like I don't feel like I need to be doing the most. So maybe if they do have that type of mindset, because you have to take with, you know, whatever resonates with you. If you know you have quite an emotionally distant person, then you kind of know the reasons are because they actually see nothing wrong with their behavior. You might want to have a conversation with them about your different love languages. So if you're someone that really likes affection, and that you need to explain that to this person so you guys can come to a negotiation or compromise, because they don't understand your love language. They don't get it. They're quite distant. So that's a message for some of you. Yeah, and as far as they're concerned, they're quite happy. So they're just like, I don't see what the problem is. So that's just, I think that's like 3 different messages for people. But trying to see if I get anything else before I move on. Okay, some of them are keeping their distance from you because they don't have a lot of money, and they feel quite embarrassed about that, and they want to make sure their finances are in order before they approach you. They don't want to embarrass you, they don't want to embarrass themselves, and they don't want to be put in a position where you're like, oh, let's go here or somewhere, and they don't have enough money to go there or do that activity you said or eat at that restaurant you've suggested. So to avoid any embarrassment, they're just going to be like, yeah, I will actually hit up this person when my money's in order. So yeah. Okay, some of them are going through a really hard time at home. Is that, it could be at home, but it could be like some of them are emotionally drained, or they're going through something that's caused them to cut off their emotions. And because of this incident or this event, or this feeling, they don't have the time to entertain you right now, or to be there for you right now, because they're going through something themselves, and they can't manage that type of responsibility right now. So if you're thinking, oh, why did they not message me? They could be actually going through something. So maybe you should message them to see if they're okay. Do you know what I mean? Like emotionally, you know, certain aspects of their mental health might be declining. So you might want to talk to them about that. I saw something else. Hold on. It was the mental health declining, and there was another thing. Okay, some of them don't know how to express their emotions properly. I don't. Okay, that's rude. Let me not say properly. Um, it kind of ties into the other thing I was saying, where they don't know how to show you that they appreciate you, and that they might be more of a person that's yeah, when I see you, we'll have a good time, and yeah, when I'm not with you, I'm doing something, I'm busy. Do I have to think about you every time of the day when I'm not with you? Like, I just don't think that's necessary. So they might have that type of mindset, so it might not even be personal, you know. That's all I get for you guys, really. Yeah. Well, pile number 1, if you liked your reading, you can like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal reading, you can visit my Etsy page in the description box below. But now I'm going to go to pile number 2. So pile number 2, this is if you chose the 5 of clubs, the 5 of wands. What's the next move of their partner, those that chose partner number 2? Let's go. Oh, okay, partner number 2. Your person really wants to say something to you. They have something to say to you. They are looking for you. So if you're hiding, they're looking. They're not giving up. Oh. Okay. So you guys have the Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords reversed, the World reversed, and the Ace of Cups reversed. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups. Okay, so multiple messages. The first one is that this person has a bone to pick with you. So they're not happy with something that you're doing. For some of you, it's the fact that you're not showing much attention to them. You're not showing much affection, so they're going to diss you for that. Well, not diss you, but they're going to pull you up on it. Like, what is that about? You're not showing me enough affection. I don't really like that. It's quite confrontational. Some of you, they want to talk, and they feel like you've been avoiding talking to them. Some of them want to tell you that they feel like you're not really taking the connection seriously. They could say something like, well, I'm taking this connection very seriously. You are my world. You're someone that I want to be with eventually. And I feel like you're not taking it seriously. And I don't have time for you to be making me look like a mug or an idiot in these streets. I don't have time for it. You're not going to embarrass me. So this is the type of energy and the type of speech they're going to be coming with. Some of you, they're going to tell you off for playing mind games. So they might say, I feel like you're playing mind games. I feel like you think this is a game and it's not a game. We're supposed to be talking to each other, or we're supposed to be in a connection. So why are you behaving weird? So this person just really wants to get to the bottom of a lot of problems that there are in the connection. Some of you just act bored with them, and they want to ask, okay, so why am I boring or something? Like, so why are you talking to me if I'm boring? Like, a lot of them are just getting a bit frustrated at this point. I don't really get a third party situation, but there's 2 cards here that kind of give me that vibe a bit. So for a small percentage of you, it could be a thing where there's another person involved or another person lingering in the connection. And if you kind of keep this up with this other person, they might try and fight that person. They might actually have some words with them. They might message them like, are you trying to talk to my man? Or are you trying to talk to my girl? Because it can go down. What do you think this is? Do you think you can just talk to my partner? I'm not having it. So some of them could feel like that. Some of them could actually physically try and fight this other person that's involved in the equation. A lot of them don't like this third party that's involved in the equation. So it might not even be another lover, but it might be like, a relative or a friend that's involved in the connection too much, and they're getting really annoyed about it. They might be getting a bit jealous about your connection with them, because it's like, what is that? You're in a connection with me. Why are you showing this person so much attention, or why are you letting them have so much input in our connection? I don't like that. And if you don't fix it, I'm going to say something to them, and you're not going to like it, and nothing can stop me because I'm feeling rage right now. So yeah, some of you, you best sort that third party situation out, because this person, their fuse is about to blow. There's this, and if we get back to the topic of mind games, so some of you, like, this person's in a competition with you. And I know it sounds crazy, but there are actually some people that are in competition with their partner. Like, it's weird. Anyways, they feel like they need to one up you in a situation. It could be that, maybe so they don't look too needy, or maybe you're doing well in your career field. Don't really see much pentacles, but that's an example. Or when it comes to speech and communication, and intelligence as well, you might be quite, what's the word? You might be quite good at speech and communication, and this person, they might feel a bit intimidated by that. So they're going to do some reverse psychology on you, so you kind of feel like an idiot because you've basically made them feel insecure about their own intelligence, which is really sad, but that would apply for some of you. Some of you, they're gonna ask you like, what's going on? So what's happening with us? What's going on now? We've been talking for a while now. I need to know what's going on so I can move forward with my life in a clear way. I want mental clarity. So some of them are gonna say that to you. Some of them are going to talk about you always, okay, message for some, you're always on your phone when you're chilling with them, or you're always doing something or talking to someone else on social media while you're with them, and they don't like that. Or it's not even when you're with them, sometimes it's when you're away, and some of them might have caught you talking to other people on social media, and they're kind of suspected probably in a romantic way, and that you're probably losing feelings for them. So some of them are like, so what are you doing? What's going on? Why are you talking to other people? Is there something you want to say to me? Do you want to break up? Or do you want to stop talking to me? Because I need to know what's going on here. So some of them feel like that. So I'm just getting a lot of jealousy here, whether it's with you or other people that you converse with. Okay, for some, they're going to play non-stop mind games. I don't know what to tell you. This person lives off mind games. They live off... they always feel like they need to be 10 steps ahead of someone, and they can't live any other way. Otherwise, it would be a tragedy for them. They will basically... Everything is win or lose with this person, and they cannot be the loser. So if they behave in a way that's weird to you and it doesn't make sense, it's because they cannot be the loser in this situation. So they might have a feeling that you're trying to play them when you're talking to them, and they're just like, no, you're not playing me. If anything, I'm playing you, boo. So just in case you're trying to play me, we can play mind games. And if you're not, then we can be together forever. But guess what? I'm not going to be losing here. It's you if you want to play games with me. So this is their mindset. Cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. So a lot of them are gonna go out like on purpose. Like, so it's fine to go out, like, cool, but a lot of them will go out for the main reason to basically annoy you. Um, they want to make They want to make it clear to you that a lot of men and or a lot of women want them. So if you want to play with me, sir or madam, please know that there's lots of men and women that want me too. So they might purposely go on their phone and snap or Instagram their self outside with, people they're probably not even really familiar with, or people they're not really close to, just to post it and to make you upset or jealous. Really sad, but that's a message for some people. They also plan to be extra rebellious when they're with you moving forward. So if you kind of tell them, I'm not really comfortable with you, you doing this or that, they might be like, okay, so as far as what I remember is you did not give birth to me. So who are you to tell me what I can and can't do? These times is probably just a suggestion from you, but they might just get very defensive and be like, no, like, what are you talking about? I'll do what I want. So, they might get quite aggressive and rebellious moving forward. Obviously, if you guys have been not been showing attention much, that could be the reason for them kind of switching into, okay, well, I'll do what I want now, because they feel like you never really appreciated them in the first place. Or this person, because they don't want to get hurt and they don't know if you're taking them seriously, they're going to do stuff like this to get you annoyed, so that they feel some sort of validation, so that they feel like you actually care about them. So even though it's causing a negative reaction, they're just going to be like, yeah, I know this person likes me because they got jealous, because they're a jealous individual. They don't want to be the only jealous individual in the connection, so they're going to behave like this. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's very tit for tat, you know. It's very strategic also, but in just in a negative way. They're gonna act like they don't care about you. I'm sorry to say, they're gonna act like, okay, that's nice. Who cares? So you might say something like, "Oh, I would prefer if you show me a bit more affection." They might be like, "I've shown you affection. Did you appreciate it?" No. Or they might be like, "I don't do that. That's not what I do." Yeah. Because they don't want to look vulnerable. Or they're teaching you a lesson for the times that they tried to be affectionate and you wasn't interested. So I don't know which box you fall into, but yeah. They're going to act very detached. They're going to act like, yeah, I got you there. But, you know, I can talk to you whenever, but I can talk to this person too. But it's kind of, it's like a mind game in a sense, because it's not like they're cheating. They could basically tell you, that's my friend. What are you telling me I can't have friends? So it's very, this person thinks they're smart, I have to tell you, look. This person that you're talking to, they think they're smart. But yeah, that's what they're on. Or that's what they're trying to do moving forward. So this person has strategically planned what they're doing moving forward, either to protect themselves or because of something you've done that's hurt them. So yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. But I've got to move on to pile number 3. But if you like this reading, you can like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal reading, you can find the link in the description box below. But I'm going to go to pile number 3 now. It's lovely talking to you guys. So this is for pile number 3 that chose the 4 of Pentacles, meaning the 4 of Diamonds as well. Let's go. Pile number 3, what is your person's next move? Oh, okay. The 8 of Cups reversed. Oh, okay. The Knight of Wands reversed. The King of Swords. The 5 of Cups reversed. and the... Sorry about that, my phone died. And the Five of Swords reversed. So this is how you know. Oh my gosh, so you know I do little readings. Okay, this is going to be your person's next move towards you, pile number 3. This person's quite possessive. They feel, for some of you, they feel like they own you. They feel like you're their property. Sorry if that sounds bad, but you know, we keep it real here. Some of them, it's just like you are someone that I'm going to be with eventually, or that I am with. And even if I'm not with you, we are going to be together. So it's very, they're trying to keep you close to them, basically. So some of them might be a bit in your face a lot, a bit, okay, let's do this together, let's do that together. And you might be like, oh, okay, sure. Some of you will like it. Some of you will be like, does this person not understand what space is? So I think they can't wait to talk to you, really. But then, yeah, so there's some people that will, for some of you, this person will actually come to you and ask, should we do this and this together? And you know, plan stuff to do together. And they might want to be around you a lot of the time. And they're quite vocal about that. Vocal in, it might sound a bit authoritative. It might sound like, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I don't know if you guys like that or not. That's, you know, up to each person. And for some of you, they still feel like, you know, that you're theirs and or they own you. I don't like saying own you, but like literally this is the mindset of some of the people that you guys are talking to. So they own you, you're their girlfriend or boyfriend, or their husband or wife. But they've decided this in their head and they haven't told you this. Some of you like, you would know if you're boyfriend or girlfriend, or you're, you know, or you're gonna, you know, marry someone later on. Like they might not have actually had this conversation with you. Like they might be planning to do this, but they haven't said this to you yet. So some of them are planning to make it official or planning to propose, and some of them have in their head, even if, okay, those type of scenarios, I feel like that's okay, right? Because they're eventually going to say, look, I'm going to take you seriously, boom, bam. But if a lot of you are in situationships and this person thinks they own you and they haven't claimed you, then no, guys. No, you cannot let some people come to you and say, oh, you can't let people think that they own you or you are theirs, and they're not even claiming you. Like, no, you're not theirs. They haven't claimed you. It doesn't work like that. And a lot of people that are in situationships are in these type of scenarios. I'm not looking down on situationships. I understand that they can happen. They can lead to relationships, but it's not healthy when one person expects the other person to act like they're in a relationship and they haven't claimed them. So guys, be careful if you're in a situation like that, because if you are, this person may have the mindset that they expect you to act like a girlfriend or boyfriend and they haven't claimed you. And I personally don't think that's right, and I wouldn't advise you guys to go along with that. But anyway, that's my opinion. Yeah, they won't be able to detach from you. So moving forward, like even when they're away from you, you might pop in their head here and there. They might call you like, oh, I was just thinking about you. Oh, I just wanted to tell you how much I really like you. They might call you to remind you that, yeah, again, it's just like really like spending time with you. A lot of them will try to spend a lot of time with you. This person's not, okay, you guys might hint to this person, okay, so I'm going to go home now, or can you go home? You've been here for a while now, and they might be like, home where? This is home. So obviously I know that sounds a bit scary, but when you're giving hints to them that you kind of want to break or you just want some space for a bit, they won't really understand that. They'll look at you like, what do you mean there's no such thing as break? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I've got a couple more hours I can chill with you. So they might be a bit overbearing moving forward. They might suggest to you, they could suggest you to, okay, for some of you, they could suggest to move the relationship on the next level, or the connection on the next level. And for you, that might be a bit too fast. So you might feel like, what? Don't you think that's a bit fast? So for some of you, you might feel happy about that. For some of you, it might be like, I don't know why you thought that it was okay to push the relationship on another level, connection on another level, and I'm not ready for that. But get prepared for that, guys. And yeah, so those are the ones that are quite confident in spending time with you and that. But the ones that aren't very confident, they won't really. The people in this scenario, I don't really understand it, because it's like the person feels that they belong to you, you belong to them, and they feel like, you're not really supposed to be talking to anyone else romantically, but they're not really making effort to they're not making the effort that they need to make in a relationship or in a talking stage. So that's going to leave a lot of you confused. Like, so you're telling me we're together, or we're going to be together, and you take me seriously, but you don't make the time and effort to actually come and see me. So what's going on there? So I'm sorry, but for a lot of you, you're going to be quite confused, because this person says one thing and they do another, meaning nothing. They don't make the effort. So that's for some of you. And then, as I said, there's a group of you that basically, where the person is kind of in your face with it and they want to be with you all the time. Some of you, this person might like to talk to you a lot. They might try and ring you at times that you're not actually available, or they know that you're not really available. And they might want to talk to you at times that you're not really available. But in their head is like, okay, but are we not talking? So I feel like you can make time for me. And yeah, however you guys deal with that, is up to you. But that's for some people. For some of you, when you're ready to have deep discussions with this person and you want honesty from them, they will give it to you. So I think they'll most probably wait for you to ask some questions, but basically they might ask you some serious questions as well out of the blue. So you might be chilling and they might ask you like something quite deep, and basically, however you guys take that is how you take it. There may have previously been some disappointment, and basically they kind of want to get over this. So when they talk to you, they might want to say, look, I know we've had our issues in the past, but I kind of want to move forward from that. I don't want to keep dwelling about this. So there may be a conversation that needs to be had about something that's previously happened, and they just don't want that to be lingering in the connection. You guys might be sad or upset for personal reasons that have nothing to do with this person, but they see that you're upset and there's a lot of things going on. So they might try to, be there for you as much as they can. Some of you, they'll just ask you straightforward, like, are you okay? They might ask you quite often. And then some of you, they might wait for you to open up about certain things that's making you feel a certain way. And Yeah, they don't really want any. Some of them, the ones that aren't playing mind games, are the ones that are just gonna be straightforward and say, "Look, let's fix our connection. Let's go out and do stuff. You're the only person for me." They're just very straightforward, and there's no nonsense going on with them. They're not really trying to play mind games. They have quite a mature mindset. But then there's some that actually want to be serious with you, but they are a bit worried that you're not as invested as them, as invested in this connection as they are. They still want to be serious, but they might feel like you're not feeling the connection, so they're still gonna go with the connection, but they won't make as much effort as the first half that I explained. Meaning they're not gonna take action. They're gonna wait for you to say, "Oh, do you want to go here and there?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, sure, of course." I feel like in this part, the person is quite loyal to you guys. I don't feel like they really want to be talking to anyone else. They're pretty much invested in you, and they will show you this. Even if there's some of them that are quite distant, because this is a general reading. They're not, when they are distant from you, it's not that they are talking to other people. It's simply that they don't have the confidence to what's the word? They don't have the confidence to take authority in the connection. They don't want to say anything that will hinder the connection. So they're just going to stay loyal to you, and whatever you say goes. And then there's some people in this power where this person, what they say kind of goes, and you guys are just like, okay, cool. But if you're someone that is more of the passive one, and this person's more of the dominant one, then yeah, they're just doing what, traditionally a, a person that's serious about you is going to do. They're going to see where the connection can go. So guys, you might hear my dog crying in the background, but he needs to wait because I'm doing the reading, and all he wants to do is come in the room. So yeah, I'm nearly done with the reading, but yeah, it's not neglect, it's I need to finish the reading. Okay, so yeah, trying to see if I see anything else. That's about it really. So yeah, anyway, the conclusion is part number 3, this person's very serious about you. Whether they're quite dominant or they're quite passive in the way they show it, they don't have any intentions to talk to anyone else, and they take this connection very, very seriously. So yeah, that was your reading part number 3, and I will talk to you guys later. If you like this reading, like and subscribe to my channel. If you want a personal reading, then you can visit my Etsy page in the description box below. Bye.